Everyone talks about the Cybertruck these days, and that's for a reason. Tesla's pickup looks promising in many aspects, but can it become a high-volume seller? Can it compete with the most popular internal combustion pickup trucks around, such as Tacoma, which is also all new, considering that the new generation has just been launched? We present you 7 reasons why we think the 2024 Toyota Tacoma is still miles ahead of the world's most hyped truck in terms of commercial potential. Number 7. The looks. Even today, years after the initial presentation, the Cybertruck still shocks with its unprecedented styling execution. It looks like nothing we've ever seen, more like a Mars rover than a common pickup. And while that definitely attracts EV and tech enthusiasts, we're not so sure how a typical truck owner sees the Cybertruck, because pickup truck customers are rather a conservative group and they generally don't like such radical aesthetical approaches, even when the manufacturer wants to point out the technological wonders models like the Cybertruck bring. In other words, we don't believe that the Cybertruck can attract the broader truck community and become a high-volume seller. The reasons are several, and the styling is definitely among them. The Tacoma, on the other hand, is the best-selling model in the mid-size segment and one of the best-selling pickups in general. Besides other qualities, people buy it because of the look. Now, completely redesigned, the 2024 Tacoma did bring some notable changes, but it is still unmistakably a Toyota pickup truck, a vehicle that combines traditional pickup physical forms with a multiple of modernistic, even futuristic details. So far, that has been a winning combination, and by the reaction of the crowd, we are pretty sure that the new generation won't be any different. Number 6. Interior ergonomics. Another major reason why we think that Tacoma is a way better choice than the Cybertruck is the interior design. If you look at the Cybertruck, it's a typical Tesla. The dashboard looks super clean, with a massive touchscreen that replaces all physical controls. For tech geeks, that's great, but for a typical pickup owner, we are not sure. Keep in mind that pickup trucks are used for work, off-roading, and other heavy tasks. In many cases, drivers wear gloves, which makes the use of a touchscreen even more complicated. Simply said, pickup owners prefer conventional cabin design that follows those basic rules about ergonomics and the organization of the most important controls. And even though significantly updated, that's exactly what the new Tacoma delivers. The new design looks very attractive, and there is a good portion of new tech features, including a massive infotainment screen and available digital instrument cluster. But the essential controls are still physical. They are oversized too, so in every scenario, it's super easy to reach every button or knob. Whether you need to set air conditioning, audio system, or choose the right drive mode, engage lock-in differential, or any other off-road feature. Number 5. Range and charging, refueling. Range anxiety is certainly one of the biggest deal breakers when it comes to electric vehicles, and the Cybertruck is no exception. Back in the day, Musk was promising some pretty spectacular figures, including a max range of 500 miles. However, that didn't happen. The production version arrived and the numbers are notably lower. The Cybertruck can make between 320 and 340 miles, while the base single-motor version will arrive in 2025, will most likely be able to do no more than 250 miles on a single charge. Musk promised groundbreaking figures, but this autonomy is rather typical for today's EVs. Moreover, it's even lower compared to the upcoming rivals, such as the Silverado EV, which is expected to offer over 400 miles on a single charge. The Tacoma, on the other hand, offers between 364 and 418 miles with its relatively small 18-gallon fuel tank. Besides the range, there's also the matter of recharging. Musk was promising some revolutionary charging speeds, but it turned out that the new pickup is pretty much the same as other Tesla models in this aspect, with a 250 kilowatt charging rate. In other words, it needs 15 minutes to add around 130 miles of range. The Tacoma, on the other hand, features a self-charging hybrid setup, while the gas tank takes no more than a few minutes to fill up. Also, there is the matter of EV infrastructure, which is far from adequate, especially in rural areas where pickups are actually most common. Number 4. Platform. Modern times bring modern design solutions, and in the pickup truck universe, that means there are more and more models riding on unibody platforms. Tesla is no different. It rides on a unibody platform, just like a common crossover, and while that has its benefits, it's not the perfect design solution for a pickup, even though Tesla claims an impressive level of rigidity, mainly because of the cold-pressed steel that is used for body panels, which is 1/8 inch thick. Also, there is that Tesla exoskeleton frame, which makes the Cybertruck as tough as its traditional body-on-frame counterparts. In theory, that sounds great, but years will have to pass before the Cybertruck's platform proves its rigidity. Meanwhile, we presume that most customers will stick with proven design solutions, with a classic body-on-frame chassis. And that's exactly what the new Tacoma features. Just like the previous generations, the new Tacoma is also a classic body-on-frame pickup, but now it rides on the new TNGA-F platform, with a reinforced frame and improved rigidity. So without any doubt, this pickup will ensure years of exploitation without any worries. Number 3. Offroad Potential. Pickups are meant for hard work, but they are also meant for off-roading, and that's Tacoma's natural habitat, because even the most basic versions are pretty decent in this aspect, while there are also a few hardcore trim levels on offer, with upgraded tires, locking differentials, increased ground clearance, and all other goodies that typically come with off-road pickups. The Cybertruck also promises strong off-road performance. First of all, there is an adaptive suspension that can increase the ground clearance up to 17 inches. Also, the approach and departure angles are 35 and 28 degrees, respectively. However, one of the recent YouTube videos clearly showed that the Cybertruck is far from perfect and that Tesla engineers still need the experience to polish different traction control settings. But the off-road potential goes way beyond measurements and hardware. As some would say, the devil is in the details. And that's where Tacoma takes a clear win. For example, the Cybertruck doesn't have a dedicated place for a spare tire, so you can only store it in the cargo bed, which isn't the happiest solution. Also, the Tacoma comes with so many off-road accessories that Cybertruck doesn't. For example, the TRD Pro trim was recently introduced with new damping seats, which ensure superior comfort and have a significant impact on reducing driver fatigue. The brand new Trailhunter is a completely different kind of off-road beast, and we particularly like all those accessories that make it an ultimate overlanding machine. But to be honest, even with these features, the Tesla Cybertruck wouldn't be able to conquer the world because of the autonomy. We already mentioned its average range, but we forgot to mention that the latest studies showed that the range significantly drops under heavy exploitation, such as towing and hauling. We have no doubt that the same effect is caused by dealing with demanding terrains. For that reason, neither the Cybertruck nor any other all-electric pickup can be considered a genuine off-roader at this point. Number 2. Reliability and durability. Reliability is probably the thing that pickup truck drivers appreciate most. Whether it's about work, small business, or recreation, they want a pickup that they can trust, and that has always been one of Tacoma's strongest selling points. The Japanese carmaker enjoys the reputation of the world's most reliable manufacturer, and the Tacoma is no exception. Moreover, it perfectly showcases the company's approach to quality control and dependability in general. The previous generation didn't have any major issues, so we have no doubt the same thing will be true with the new one. On the other hand, we can't say that for the Cybertruck. Even though it is still a very fresh truck that needs a couple of years to provide a reliability score, we don't have many reasons to be optimistic. A recent study showed that electric vehicles cause 80% more problems than gas-powered cars due to the massive use of advanced technologies, and the Cybertruck is full of them as well. And if we add to that the fact that Tesla models in general feature below-average reliability scores, it's very possible that the Cybertruck won't be any different. Even if it offers decent reliability, we doubt it will be ranked higher than Tacoma. which has always been among the most reliable pickups on the market. Number 1. Price. Even if we put all these things we just talked about aside, there is still one, probably the most obvious reason why we think Tacoma is a far better choice for most customers. Until the single-motor version arrives, the smallest amount of money you have to pay to get a Tesla pickup is $81,000, while the tri-motor version, the so-called Cyber Beast, starts at over $100,000. So even if they want, most potential buyers simply cannot afford this pickup. On the other hand, the Tacoma remains reasonably priced, with the base models going around $32,000 to $33,000. It may be superior in some aspects, such as power and acceleration, but there is no way the Cybertruck is worth 2.5 Tacomas. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.